Hey guys, first gen S10 here. Making a new video for you. Sorry, it's been a little while. Little update on the build for right now. The current name of the truck that we have for it until it gets painted, then the name will change again. Right now, it's known as the Chief because I like Kansas City Chiefs. So it's Chief. He's sitting right there, looking a little banged up right now. He's been to Arizona and back. Came from Conroe, so he's sitting there, mighty strong, mighty fine, zero issues. Been daily driven. It's got quite a few miles on him. Sorry about the lack of videos going up. I'm kind of in the process of moving. As you can see, my garage is a little empty. So good news, I got the 383 stroker coming soon. My buddy Noe up in Conroe is about done with it. He's waiting on a couple more parts, and then he's throwing it up on the engine stand. He'll send me a video of it on the engine stand, and then I will go ahead and post that on the channel as well. So a little bit about 383. It's got a 400 crank, stock rods, forged pistons, and AFR Eliminator 195 heads with TPI set up on top. And the cam, me and him got to pick one out, and then he's gonna throw right now we're waiting on injectors, wiring harness, and gaskets, and then he's gonna throw it up on the engine stand and put a base tune on it and box it up, send it my way, and then I'll throw it in the truck. So after that happens, the LT1 will go on the engine stand for now, and then once that's done, I'll probably just be dailying the 383. Still gonna have AC, power steering, heat, the whole 9 yards. I plan on keeping my luxuries. I don't want to give that shit up because I'm stuck in the desert and it's fucking hot. When I was building all my Hondas and stuff, I didn't really like not having AC and power steering, even though those are really light cars compared to a S10. I don't want to do that again. I'm getting to that point where I've had enough dealing with the heat, so screw that. A lot of you guys will probably not agree with the TPI setup and all this other stuff. I don't care. I'm not knocking LS guys. I'm not knocking carbed guys. This is my preference and this is my build, so this is what I'm going to do. When that happens, I'll probably go after my suspension next. After I still got to pay Noe off for the motor, so after I do that, I'll tackle my suspension, make it hook with the 383 naturally aspirated. The motor's at 10 and a half. No, either told me 10 to 1 or 10 and a half to 1. Should be making a little over 400. I'm not really chasing horsepower. I'm really looking to be fast and quick in the quarter mile. It's not an 8th mile truck at all. If I have to grudge race, or if somebody calls me out and they want to race 8th mile, whatever. But I'm not really building the truck for that. So I'm really gonna focus on probably doing a Caltrack setup with a mono leaf spring and getting the 8.8 ready to go on the truck. When that happens, and then pretty much everything will be swapped over to my other truck, which I have, and that's that bad boy over there. That has a V6 in it, the 2.8 liter with 5-speed. Those Kragers are gonna hopefully end up on my red truck because I really want those Kragers on my red truck. Those are off a 70 Nova SS. So when that happens, and I get all that worked out, what's gonna take place is the LT1 will become a nitrous motor in that gray truck, and I will probably copy my buddy Corey or Casey. Sorry, not Corey. Casey. From 207 Garage's setup, and put a T5 transmission from a Camaro behind that LT1 because I want to keep that one manual, and I'll just put some ARP head studs in the LT1, swap out the head gaskets, and run a 125 shot on that setup, and that will be my NA truck. And then with the TPI 383 stroker in the red one, all the suspension and stuff like that, and then the gray truck will just have a little budget build on it. It'll have it'll have some slapper bars on it, and roll pan, bed cover, and I'm really digging that aircraft gray. I'm not digging so much the pinstripe on it. I'll give you guys a rundown on that truck, probably in a different video because I'm losing light here. The red one won't always be red. Chief is going to get a paint color change after the suspension's done. The cowl hood goes on, the steel roll pan goes on, the bed cover is going to go on. Some little knick-knack stuff I'm going to do to the truck, like fill the spare tire with water. I'm going to move the battery to the back, try to get as much weight in the back as possible, probably put an extra fuel cell back there, even though I really don't want to, because it's not necessary. Just to try and get as much weight back there as possible. After that happens, the truck will get painted black. My engine's going to be green because that's my favorite color, and black is the wife's favorite color. So then the truck will get named Jess after my wife, because that's kind of dedicated to her. She's really a huge support in my life. A lot of this is made possible by her, my buddy Noe. Some of the other guys, you know, giving me advice and tips, stuff like that, is Noe. Helping me with my channel is Brian. He has his, some of you guys might know him from his SRT-8 that he had out there. It's a pretty badass bagged SRT-8 Charger. But, you know, my inspiration for the channel too was my buddy over at VHB Engines, Chris Vasquez. Yeah, I talked for a long time about getting this channel together. I was really scared about making it, but all the feedback is great, guys. So I really appreciate it. Just been really busy with school, just got a new job, and moving into my new house. So other than that, you know, I got big things coming up for this truck, and it's, you know, the 383 stroker timeline jumped overnight thanks to Noe. Really couldn't have done this without him either. You know, he's huge backbone to this build and getting my truck to where it is now. He says even though I'm going to be doing a lot of the putting the Lego blocks together, you know, he's the mastermind behind getting this thing to haul ass down the track, and really the supplier behind the motor. So sponsor, if you will. So this guy is, you know, a brother from another mother. One of the most humblest dudes I've ever met. You're talking, you know, I wish I could go out in depth just how much this guy has impacted me in my life in such a short amount of time. So, God damn, that's loud, sorry. So, that being said, you know, a lot of you guys will see the truck locally here that follow me on my channel. A lot of you guys will see it. I plan to have my wife record some of the races. I plan to get a GoPro, so I stopped doing this phone video shit as this channel progresses and as the build progresses as well. I'm going to also put on the probably do the cam install. I don't know if I'm pretty sure Noe's going to have me do the cam install. We're just going to pick it out together, or maybe he'll do it. I don't know. If he has me do it, then I will put that video up. I'm going to do the tack install. I'll probably do the whole motor install video. What else do I have to put on there? Oh, I'm going to order a PLX AFR gauge. I'll probably do that install. Those things are awesome. I get why Noe runs those so much compared to the AEM widebands. So the turbo kit's going to get pushed back until the very last situation. You know, it'll probably be the second to last thing I do on the truck as far as the timeline is concerned. The paint will be the very last thing. Suspension will be after the stroker install. And then from there, that's basically the timeline follow-up. I'll do, as I get the parts and I do the installs, I'll make more videos for you guys so you can kind of be part of the build process as well. My buddy Edmundo has his 327 going back in his truck, so maybe he'll come over. I can do a little video on his truck. His S10 is pretty cool. It's pretty lowered. I like how it sits, and his truck's pretty cool. So hopefully to get him over here. There's not many S10 builds in El Paso, so it's pretty cool. And then, like I said, if I can get the LT1 after finish paying off the 383 into the gray one, before I finish this one, then we'll see. But I really don't want to start another project before I finish this one. So we'll see how all that plays out, if extra money comes around, if the job is really good with the overtime, stuff like that. So we'll see how it goes. You know, if parts come up, parts get donated on the channel, whatever the case may be. If I can find parts cheap up in, you know, where Corey's at, he gets like T5s for stupid amounts of money, and everything down here in El Paso is like, hey, you know, I want your soul and your kidney for a T5 transmission. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I've just met some really cool people, humble individuals, and some really awesome guys. So I'm very lucky to have the people I have and the people that I know and I've met. So I really appreciate everybody. So with that, I'll sign off for now, and then I should be making another video here in about a week. I'll probably do the tack install hopefully next weekend. I've been really busy, so I haven't really had a chance to throw that in there, but I'll do that. And then when the wideband gets in, I'll probably throw that on there, and I'll do the video about the PLX. This will be my first PLX. I normally ran AEM on most of my cars when I was in the Honda scene, so I'll give a little review on that and show you guys how cool that stuff is. Just from their website and reading about it and watching some of the YouTube videos, it looks really awesome. So I'll go ahead and end the video here, guys. Hope you guys keep following. Hope I get more subscribers, and we'll see. Thanks.